Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the Nearby Nation, welcome back to the DNS Tech Pack. An awesome pack dedicated to adding mods that everyone loves to play in the technical world. So today we're going to be expanding on to what we already had. If you look upstairs, I've pretty much moved everything downstairs already. I've done a little bit off camera, of course, because it was during a live stream, but it hasn't been that much, really. It's something that took about 6 hours, but it was just pretty much fun playing around, and actually a lot of it was experimental builds. So as you can see up here, we have nothing. So let me go downstairs so I can show you what we've done so far. Upstairs in the Tinker's Construct area, nothing's been done or changed. Nothing's been added. We did create one new tool, which I don't have with me, but it's Did I Ask You a Question is what the tool is. It's just a lumberjack axe. Nothing's been expanded to right here. It's still the same. And then over here, all we have is tanks on both sides. It's a lot of resource gathering, as well as we pretty much made our own mining bore, which is what we're going to be doing today. I had to take it out due to world errors, but we're going to make a big one. That was just like the pre-alpha version of the mining bore, but it consists of applied energistics and redstone in motion, as well as a little bit of Imibus core, or actually, I'm sorry, Project Red for the timer. So I have everything that we're going to need for this inside of my inventory. If you do not know how to make any of this, it's very simple. A lot of the transition planes is what we're going to be using for the bore head. We're going to be using template carriages, which is just redstone in motion with pink or purple dye, which basically creates a template and allows you to mock that template with items, and it will move everything that's inside of that template. Everything other than that, we're going to be using an ME storage bus and ME controller. Might need ME cable, but not 100% sure on there. So let's go ahead and get started with this build. It's very simple, very easy. Anyone can do it. So let's go ahead and mock this up real quick. So the bore is going to go this way, and it's just going to tunnel and gather resources. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a 5x5 head for the bore. Basically, just throw 5x5 in. This is going to be the head frame of the bore. Then we're going to do a 3x3 area in the middle. And then, of course, for the motor itself, we're just going to extend on to right about there. That sounds about great. We're going to go ahead and hit the screwdriver right here. And what that does is it basically says that this is going to be the main block. This is going to be where we need to place our frame motor. So, or at least close by it or connected to it. So the frame motor is going to go right here. Okay. And then we're going to have... Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. The frame motor is going to go up one. I got that wrong. Sometimes you make mistakes. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. We're going to put the frame motor right there. And then we're going to extend on with stone. So we have a base to work with. And then on top of this, we're going to put a timer and redstone wire. So we're just going to go ahead and place the timer down right there. And the redstone wire is going to be right there. That's what's going to basically say, you know what, let's start moving this. So where we have the front is going to be our transition planes. So this is all ME interface type situations. If you've never used transition planes, they're really awesome. It's just like a block breaker. And that's exactly what we're using right now. It's basically a block breaker. You're going to be using a geothermal generator. I'm going to go ahead and place it... we'll place it right here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and place that right there. You're going to be using an ender tank, and we'll go ahead and place that right there. You want to make sure you turn that around so that the geothermal actually gets the power. And then to the right hand side or left hand side, we're going to go ahead and place our ME controller. Now this is basically just controlling and powering all our transition planes. So the next step would be to add a chunk loader of some sort. So we're just going to go ahead and add that right there. And you want to make sure that the opposite side of this is free to move. Or at least I do think it needs to be like that. And then we're going to go ahead and add our storage bus and our ender chest. So we're going to go ahead and add the ender chest right here and a storage bus hooked up to it, which is going to be, you know, hooked up to all the transition planes, putting all the materials that the transition planes get into the ender chest. Alright, that is pretty much all we have to say. Let's go ahead and expand this a little bit. It is necessary to expand this so it can load more than the initial chunks that it needs to load. And all we need now is some power, or redstone. There we go. Alright, so as you can see, you can actually right click this to get the frame look away. And as you can see, when it goes forward, it's going to take the items. Poof. 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 And it's just going to keep doing that. And it's going to keep going and going and going. And since the chunk loader's on it, it's going to keep going and stay chunk loaded. So, and as you can see, it refills every time. It stays powered up, and one geothermal is enough to do 25 transition planes. No problem. Staying powered and everything. So as you can see, all the items are being pushed into our ender chest right here. And that's a simplistic way to do a tunnel bore using only Applied Energistics, Redstone in Motion, and Project Red. It's very, very simplistic and works well. Works very well. So we had problems earlier with the world crashing due to chunks not being loaded, but that's because my chunk loader was set to a 1x1 area. Now it's set to a bigger area, which we should not have problems now with the chunk loading. So, and this is a good way to make, say, anything you wanted to do for Railcraft, because basically you could just make a huge 1-lane area for tunnel boring. I have not tried yet. I want to try something. I want to see if there's a way to place torches. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that off there for a second. And then if you wanted to see the pattern that you had, first off, you can just right click this. It'll throw the pattern out there so you can see that. But I want to look at a torch placer. We might want to actually light up that area as well. That way no mobs are spawning. Because that's exactly what I want to do, is find a way to light up the area. So if there is some type of placer, transposer maybe, block placer, Mine Factory Reloaded. I wonder if that takes power. There's a placer plus block placer. That's an open blocks one. You know what? That one might work. That one just might work. We'll see. We'll see if we can improve upon this by placing torches in it, where it will place blocks every so often. You know, if we, now that I think about it, if we move this right here, and then, say we go down one. Is it good? Wait, hold on. Open blocks. Add open blocks. There's got to be a way to turn stuff on open blocks. Let's see. What is the way to turn? Not a squeegee. Not a light box. Not magic crayons. Not a trophy. There's got to be a wrench or something, right? There's a beam. Stencil tool. Fan. See, XP drain, maybe just a regular wrench or a screwdriver, maybe a wrench. Nope, neither of those work. Cartographer, maybe it just matters the way you place it. We'll see. Let's see about that. So if I place it this way, it's the opposite way of you placing it. Okay. That shouldn't be too hard. That means we just have to do that. And now it will place it below it. And let's go ahead and hit that right there. Let's see if... Huh. Oh, there you go. That's a simplistic add-on as long as there's no water. That every time it moves, it places a torch. I'm pretty sure you could change that around to the way that you want it, because you know every time it moves, you don't want to place a torch. You want to place it every like 5 times or something like that. So if you added more onto that, where it wasn't directly connected to that, you can make it where it placed the torch, you know, every however many times. You can even add like a ender chest that could make torches for you. That water is just wrecking the torches. And, you know, if you wanted to get away with not having the torch problem, there's other ways to do that, too. I think that'll go away whenever I move it. There you go. It already placed all 33 torches. That's sad. So yeah, you could have like a trail line of torches if you wanted. Or like adding another timer on there could definitely improve your torch placing abilities. You know what? We'll do that. We'll try to add another timer on here to improve our torch placing abilities. Because that is way, way too... The only problem with adding another timer is having to... Because unless... I don't think there's a way to... you right-click that. But I don't think there's a way to actually add more blocks to it. Maybe right-click it again. Oh, there you go. If you shift right-click, it adds more blocks to it. Interesting. So that'll definitely help out. So what we could do is... Trying to think. We could add our own timer, say like right here, that's connected to that. But we'd have to bypass. Alright, you know what? We're gonna have to move this. Alright, so that's not a good place for that. Go ahead and take those out. Yeah, because we can place it on the tail end. So say something like that, and then we can get rid of this one because it already has one. You can, let's see. Alright, there we go. Cool. So now that's part of it. So now all we gotta do is place the block placer, for instance, say, I don't know, right here. We could add an ender chest right there. I'm seeing how this thing can work. This thing's gonna be awesome. And then right there. Yeah, let's do it this way. Delete that block. Let's go get an ender chest and another timer. Ender chest. Oh, we need more blaze rods. Blaze rods. This is just, you know, as we're going, we got to figure out how this is going to work. Tunnel bore with a torch placer just seems like the best idea, because not only does it like clear out the area for you. Alright, there we go. And do we have any black? Let's see. You know what? We have blue. Let's use blue. Ender chest. Let's go ahead and get 2 of these so we can match them up. And we'll need 1 here. You know what? We'll put it right there and put the export on that. Import. I'm sorry, import. Do we not have an import? I think we need to make an import bus. Alright, there's that. And there's that. That. And, We can fix that real quick. So I didn't actually think about making a torch placer on there, but I think this will not only give it longevity, as in when it keeps going, we'll still be able to go there without mobs getting in our way. And I'm thinking of a different idea than torches, because torches will, you know, go away if, you know, in fact there's like water or something like that. We did find out earlier that you could make something with microblocks. So what if we took glowstone blocks, because we know glowstone has the glowstone effect, and make them microblocks? Alright, there's our import. So we're basically just going to import into there. And we can just make glowstone. And then let's get our... let's see. Trying to think. Saw. Let's get our saw. And we can just take this glowstone. Make it as flat as possible. That way we're not only getting as much as we can out of it. Look at that. We're getting a lot of torches off of this glowstone. Then all we gotta do is put that there. Import those in. And that'll go on forever and ever and ever. And then we just need a transfer node. We need stone, don't we? Oh, you know what? Stone. Alright, and transfer pipes. Cool. This should work now, hopefully. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to color the chests, because they're not colored yet. So we're going to color this one. What is it? Blue. Can you not color in blue? Let's see. There's yellow. Red. Do I have any red flowers? Oh, there we go. We'll use red. Oh, it's because my morph mode, isn't it? It's because I'm morphed. I'm so off as a bat. There we go. Alright, first one's red. Come over here and do the same thing to this with the torch placer. Just definitely not a torch placer anymore, but it'll work. Look at all the ores too. Alright, so we're gonna place that right there with the transfer node. Right there. And then I need to fly. I need to fly. Please. Let's do a blaze. So at least we're the same height. There we go. Sweet. Is it not getting the items in there? Should be. There's 640 items. Oh, we need an export, don't we? Export, not import. Gosh. I mess up on that every time. Alright. Export. There's that. That. Ooh, wood. And there's that. And important. Apparently, we're gonna need more of these as well. Sheesh. Needy. Quartz dust. Just use that one real quick. Cook it up. All over again. This is like a redo. We're redoing everything we just did because it's amazing. There's that. Basic export is going to be an awesome export. And like I said, these don't get messed up by water. So, but I'm not sure if it can be placed or not. We'll see. Plus you get a lot more. You stretch your put that in there. There we go. Let's see what we got going on over here now on the transfer node. Awesome. Awesome. Sweet. Okay, so now we just need to make sure that we have a timer pointing down with redstone wire on it. All of that with the timer up there, and we should be good. The timer is going to be set for far longer, but it will light up the whole area and just be awesome. Let's see. Timer. Redstone torches. There's that one. That one. 1, 2, 3. That one. Alright. Timer. If it can't place a block, I don't think it does. Right? I think that's how that works. Ah, there we go. Look at that. Sweet. So we'll make it every like 5 seconds. Something like that. Let's go ahead and right click this. Now that's pretty interesting. I like the fact that it's not even connected, it's like floating. Let's add 10 seconds onto that. So now it'll place it even if it hits water. Water won't affect it. You can keep walking over it just fine. And it's just going to keep going and going and going. And looks like, let's hit F7. And make sure we're out of. F7 kind of messes with that a little bit. Alright, looks like we're not messing with any problems with... Yeah, cool. Awesome. Also, by the way, it goes through lava like butter. Oh, look. I think it placed it over the lava. That's even better. So you're not going to have to worry about any light source problems. You'll be able to go without mobs in your way. That's amazing. I love it. I love it. And it looks like it's in between. Look at that. The lava is just, it just goes around the lava just fine. So we just got to make sure that we're not getting way too much stuff in our system now. Because I bet we're getting a lot of stuff in our system. It's quite a big frame motor. I do need to check on it at the end of this episode, make sure it's still going. But other than that, I think it's going to work just fine. It looks amazing. Look, it even gets obsidian. I want to make sure it's grabbing everything. It's either in a tunnel right now, which it might be, who knows. Or it's not grabbing everything, but I think it's in a tunnel because it's got that lava. it should be grabbing everything. Let me hit F7 to get those lines off the screen. That's weird. And now I can't click anything. Oh, there it goes. Am I lagging? No? Oh, my positions are so off when I'm a bat on right clicking. See, there you go. So much fixed. Oh, look at that. 23 cobble. That's going to be awesome. Guys, I suggest that you get to getting this pack. It's on the at launcher. It's amazing. And they just added the ability to make a frame mining quarry. That works amazingly. Look at that. I'm down on lava level, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't care. It just keeps moving. So you could add this to any level that you wanted to. It's very cheap. We're running off of 1 geothermal. That's it. Remember the times where you were going to need like 28 geothermals just to get something going? That would work like this. So I think they kind of might have to nerf the transition planes. Look at that. TPS is fine. We're not having any problems with tick lag. Alright, cool. We're good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the Nearby Nation, if you really did like this episode, please let me know down in the comment section below. It will definitely help out, as well as hit that like button because it's amazing, and we'll see you guys in the next episode of DNS Tech Pack. You guys are amazing. Bye, everyone.